Alright, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new LR Super Saiyan God Vegeta Ultra Super Villain 55% showcase. So this is going to be at 55%, level 1 links, all that good stuff. We're going to take a look at this guy, maybe in a couple different events, a couple different teams, and see how well he performs. So this is going to be for the Xenoverse 2 crossover campaign, which I think is very cool what they're doing. This character looks very good, looks very cool. I'm ready to try him out. Let's go ahead. Let's jump in.
Don't underestimate us. Now that we're back to normal.
All right, we got our boy LR Super Saiyan God Vegeta Ultra Super Villain here for the Xenoverse 2 crossover campaign. This guy is, I think, going to be very good even here at 55%. He does want to have crossover and Realm of Gods category characters on the team. Gets him that enters animation. The biggest thing is also the extra damage reduction he does get before attacking. With the crossover character being on the team, being on the rotation, he needs the full rotation to be that way. So, and that's where I think some of the stipulations is going to come in with this guy. But other than that, I think he's going to perform very, very well. We've got him here with the full Vegeta's family team. I think he's going to be fine. We brought the Xeno Trunks along as well, and I think he's going to support very well. But I think I actually kind of want to redo this setup real quick. Okay, we're back in here now. I want to keep the Xeno Trunks, I think, in slot 2. Alongside Vegeta, because then he's going to give the actual support, picking up certain key spheres, right? So I'm going to keep him here because I think I want to give Vegeta defense. This is his showcase, so I do want to keep Vegeta up front first turn, or first his turn, see how well he does. He does want an STR key sphere here to kind of help out with getting rid of guard for the enemy. It also gives him some extra attack. So I definitely want to pick that up. We'll do this here, which will help him out a little bit more. And then we'll do this. Let's see how he takes a hit from Dying Vegeta just straight out of the gate. Yeah, big hits. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. Without that extra 30% damage reduction before getting hit, he's going to be a little squishy. Okay, back into it here. Let's see what we can do. We're going to, I think, keep him along with the UI Goku here. He's probably going to be a little bit of a better option. I think having the Trunks around is great. He's good support for Vegeta. But I do want to try to run this really quick and see all he does. Dude, that battle motion is crazy. that thing is wild. Let's see. We can't get that STR key sphere, which is unfortunate. Let's see, with Trunks again, like, dude, I gotta keep remembering these key spheres that he needs and what they do, because each one does like something different. Okay. Let's do this because I want to pick up the tech key spheres here with Trunks. Okay, yep, so Goku's gonna dodge, not worry about him. I am very interested in seeing how well this Vegeta performs. I think he's gonna be very good. I have very high hopes for him in what he's doing with his kit, especially once he gets into the God Vegeta form. I think the Ultra Super Villain form is going to be fine, but I think it's going to be a lot more reliant on like the crossover characters, where once you go into like the God form, he's got a lot less restrictions on that. The only real restriction is the crossover in Realm of Gods, but you can use Realm of Gods to take care of that. And then everything else is like pretty much in there. The only other thing is like nullifying effects. You'll need a crossover character ally attacking the same turn. That one's gonna be a little more iffy with this kind of team, but I don't think we're gonna deal with any of that stuff here in this fight at all. So really not too worried about that one. But let's see. I think I think we're going to be fine. He's doing well right here. Again, this is all 55%. So I'm not expecting like crazy things coming out from him yet. All right, let's see what this turn looks like for us. I think we die because he's not going to dodge. Dude, that battle motion's still wild. We're going to have to do this and just hope Diamond Vegeta dodges. Because if we put God Vegeta up there again, he's just going to die again. So 55%, he's got no dodge built into him at all. So he's like a sitting duck right there with no dodge. And Diamond Vegeta dodge. Nice. Okay, perfect. The super was not right there either, though. So I thought maybe he was going to super there, but he didn't. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to super the God Vegeta, which is actually really good because I want to see how well he can take a super post attacking, right? So he gets to do his turn first, and then I want to see how well he can take one of those hits. Now, I like doing this Diamond Vegeta fight because as you kind of go through it, sometimes he takes a little while to take him down. And as you kind of go through the fight, he gets stronger. So it's a nice little like build up fight. And then after this one's over, we might jump into like Bio Broly and see how well we can do over there. But for now, I want to see how well he can perform in like one of these fights. Yeah, it's 46. Okay. Not bad. Disables the guard. Get another super here. We got a crit in there. Yeah, I think he looks fine right now in this form. It's just going to be like his team. If you're using him as a leader, I think he's going to be fine. It's just, yeah, double digits taking that Superman. That's really good. With him as a leader, the Vegeta's family team is good, and it's definitely getting better as the year is progressing. But you just have to kind of be careful with what you're doing with the team building because they don't have a lot of like super good slot 1 characters. And this guy's not going to be a great slot 1 starting off unless you've got a bunch of crossover characters, right? So that is going to be kind of the issue there. I think we're going to use the Evolution Blue Vegeta this turn just so we can get some more Vegetas on the rotation because Vegeta's the boy. He's the man. We get the STR Key Sphere. We get the attack boost and we'll disable some guard. And Majin Vegeta is going to suffer a little bit here, I think, just because there's not a bunch of extreme class characters on the team. So he's going to get hurt a little bit more by that. But again, this is not his showcase. This is all for Super Saiyan God Vegeta. All right, some nice damage there. All right, you can get out of the way. I want to see the new boy. I know you're good. I know you're good. You can take a step back for a second. Thank you. All right, not too bad. I mean, the numbers aren't anything too crazy from what I'm seeing so far. But again, like once we get this guy built around like Realm of Gods and crossover, and we start giving him all the support that he can get from those characters, I think he's gonna start looking a lot crazier. And especially like once you put more dupes in him, obviously, but like even just 55%, if you start giving him like all the support he needs, if they build up crossover and Xenoverse characters like during this celebration specifically, he's gonna start to look really, really good. Okay, let's see what we got going here. So now turn 4, we can go into the actual Super Saiyan God Vegeta. So we're definitely going to do that here. I think he's just going to be way better, right? Trying to look at his supers. Yeah, he's not stacking anything. So I don't think there's anything stopping us from just ripping it, man. So let's do it.
I don't need more power than what I have. Recompose yourself.
Dude, I love his animations. I think they're actually so good. I think they look so good. I didn't think they were gonna look as good as they do when we originally got the like info, but they're incredible. Now with him in his Super Saiyan God form, he's got a lot more buffs, a lot of less of a stipulation, a lot less of a stipulation around crossover, right? You can kind of filter that out with the Realm of Gods. Again, the only thing that he is getting or not getting here from not having a bunch of crossover characters is the nullify negative effects, but this fight doesn't have anything in there with that, so I'm really not too worried about it. Now I'm gonna throw him up in slot 1 because there's no attacks coming in there, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get him a bunch of those STR key spheres, rainbow key spheres. He's a rainbow orb changer, so he's definitely helping himself out there as well. And then we've got the Trunks here, and again, man, I gotta look at look at his which orbs do what in slot 3. In Fizz will just kind of help him out. Anything else will out. Actually, we're pretty limited there anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna go get anything except Int or Fizz. So yeah, we'll just do that. It's fine. We won't give any support this turn. Dude, that looks so cool. The glint of the blue is incredible, and not to mention like the damage you just did. What was it, 60 million? And then there's another additional there, another additional here, up to 49 million. And he's critting. Dude, I think he looks good. Can we get super, please? No super coming in. Okay. Dang, dude, I would like to see what he takes from the super, but I think he'd be absolutely fine. Like, he's crazy good. Crazy good. And this is just a 55% character. I love what they're doing for my boy Vegeta, man. I love it. Yeah, we're kind of chipping away here. I do definitely want to try him on some other teams. So right now we're running him obviously as the leader, with him having the crossover in Vegeta's family lead. We're a little bit more limited, right, to basically Vegeta's family, because there's not a whole lot of crossover characters right now until the celebration kind of continues on if they decide to do easy A's. But right now we're running him as a leader. I do want to run him on like the Realm of Gods team as well, so that's probably what we'll do for like the Bio Broly fight at the very end of this. So right now let him lead, and the next run will actually just like let him kind of be on the team and run him a little bit more the way he should be run, whereas here we're kind of just testing him out, done around. No, we actually don't have anybody attacking the slot 1 again. Interesting. Okay. I mean, we may just do the same thing again. Throw him up in slot 1, transform him, and kind of just run it like that. All right, yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So let's do this. Go ahead and transform him again.
More power than what I have. Recompose yourself.
I do like that shot of like his hand coming in on the very side. I think that's very cool, actually. And then we'll go ahead and yeah, well, let's do this, and then we'll go ahead and pop the active here for the Evolution Blue Vegeta. Do some extra damage there, and then we go ahead and pick all of these up over on the side here. All right, there we go. We'll do this. Got a little distracted there. Sorry. So we'll jump right back into it. For you, I don't think you need specific keys. You just need Realm of Gods on the team in super class, which unfortunately this Vegeta is not super class. That is the one big thing. He is an extreme class, so he kind of hurts. He hurts like this other blue Vegeta. He's gonna hurt the blue boys a little bit. by not being a super class character. But I don't think it's gonna matter all that much. He's doing very well. Very, very well. 55% unit man. I'm very impressed so far. Now I think the biggest test will obviously be once we go to Bio Broly. I want to see how well he handles that fight. He's got type advantage there, so he shouldn't be too bad. But that is going to be a big test to see how well he runs. All right, yep. Go ahead and do your extra damage there, big boy. Okay, nice dodge. Good. Double digits. Good to go. All right. Yeah, I mean, we're coming to close to the end of this fight here. I don't know how much there really more is to see from him here. He just does really well, man. Like I said, I'm utterly impressed by what I've seen so far from this character. All right, let's try throwing it up in slot 1. Now, this is not gonna be great, right? So he's got the Realm of Gods, so he's got 30% damage reduction. He's got a base 30% damage reduction, and for 6 turns he's got another 30% damage reduction. So I think we'll be okay, right? Because all this stuff, like, he's got 90% damage reduction before attacking right now, so he should be fine, right? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do it. Super me. Oh, he didn't even super. He just got hit and he just died. Yeah, dude. Oof. All right. So I don't think we had a Realm of Gods character on that rotation, if I remember right. So we just jumped right back in. That might be why he got hit really hard, because he didn't have the full 30% damage reduction. So I think that was our big issue there. So yeah, to get that extra 30% before attacking, he does need to have Realm of Gods or crossover, right? So if we didn't have one of those guys on the rotation, then he's going to take a big hit. If I look back at it and we did have that guy have someone like that on the rotation, then I'm going to be a little more upset with the way that played out. But I think for right now, it's going to be all right. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to try this again. So we do have a crossover character here for sure. So we're definitely getting that defense. We're getting that damage reduction. Let's test this out. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, just a normal attack, no super, but he did not take 1,000,000 damage that time. So yeah, I think the damage reduction actually kicked in there. I think we just didn't have a Realm of Gods or crossover character on the rotation for that turn. Again, I'm gonna have to go look back and see who we had. Yeah, dude, he's doing good. The only thing I don't like is that he doesn't have guard, but if you're able to get all that damage reduction in there, he's fine before he attacks. And then other than that, like, after he attacks, like, he takes hits fine. Let's actually, good, man, we're getting super. Let's see it. Say I put my money where my mouth is. Yeah, dude, 174. Really not bad coming off a fully, like, juiced up Daima Vegeta hit. That's actually pretty good. I'll take that all day. Yeah, I'm pretty much a fan, I think, of this guy so far, from what he's doing, from what we've seen. Again, I think his team's gonna be a little wonky, right? Needing crossover, needing Realm of God, leading crossover Vegeta's family. You know, there's gonna be a lot of Realm of Gods, Vegeta's family characters, which is fine. This Trunks being a crossover character and Vegeta's family is fantastic, because I think he's a great support character. So that definitely helps him out a little bit more there as well. But yeah, dude, I think everything looks pretty solid. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can just finish this fight out. Yeah, looking at the links here, I'm trying to see if there's He's just not getting Xenoverse. Okay, that's fine.
I don't need any more power than what I have. Recompose yourself.
Okay, a lot of room orb changing that we just saw there, so that's good. Let me turn this off first before we do that. Otherwise, we'll get stuck in another animation. And you are not the showcase character, so I'm okay with showing God Vegeta's animations a bunch of times because he is the showcase boy. He is the big man on campus today. Everybody else can, we can skip. I mean, we just keep the Vegetas, I think. Right? I mean, we got Realm of Gods, so we've got all the damage reduction. So we should be fine with damage reduction. We got the defense. So I think we're going to be fine, right? Let's go ahead and let's keep him here. Let's pop a Senzu Bean just in case. This is a showcase, so I do like to make sure these guys try to stay alive before we start doing some wild stuff and see how much they can take. Yeah, I guess we'll just pick these up. And then we'll do this. Okay. Super right away. All right. Beautiful. Let's see. What do we take? With all the damage reduction? 500k. But he's alive. So, I mean, to be fair, it's pretty good. Because that's a fully built up Diamond Vegeta. That super hitting anybody typically kills you. So he survived prior to attacking. I'd say that's pretty solid. Yeah, and then he did some good work during his attacks. I'm a fan, dog. I think I am. I really like this Vegeta, this God Vegeta. The Ultra Supervillain version of him is a little bit more iffy for me. I think he looks really cool. I think he performs really cool, but I think he's definitely going to be a lot better once we get more crossover characters. But dude, just the God Vegeta form is pretty nasty. He's pretty nasty. All right, let's do this. We got one more rotation, and I think we'll be able to kind of finish it off there. So we'll let this God Vegeta kind of do his thing, and maybe we can get the KO with God Vegeta because he does have a KO, right? He's got a KO screen. Maybe we can get it here in this fight. That is kind of my hope. I do want to get it in the video. If we can't get it here, we'll find some way to get it in, but let's see. Yeah, we'll probably go to Goku here for this one. We will probably put Goku up front, I think. I mean, we'll just use active. Get a bunch of extra damage in here. We'll change some orbs around. We're not going to get any STR orbs, which is unfortunate. But if we do this, we'll be okay here. He should dodge everything. And then, yeah, of course, there's the STR orbs that we would need. But that's all right. We'll just do this. And then we grab all these Tech Key Spheres with the Diamond Vegeta, heal us way back up. Just in case. You know what I mean? Just in case we take some big hits. Okay, yeah, we're going to get him down pretty close within firing range of the KO screen, but I don't know if he's going to be able to take him out. At least not with the 18 key. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let's see, dude, man, Super looks so cool. Yeah, not quite. Not quite tough enough, but that's okay. Yeah, so this fight is basically done. We'll pretty much jump right into Bio Broly as soon as this one ends. All right, we got our God Vegeta here. We are in the Bio Broly fight. So let's see how good this guy can do in a fight like this. This is going to be a very tough fight. The Realm of Gods team, I think, is going to be fine. They're getting a lot more buffs ever since like we got the UI Goku here. So I think we're going to be just fine. Let's see, how do we want to run this? We'll just do this. Just forego the full key. Actually, he's going to dodge, so he'll get his full key anyway. And let's do that so we get our STR key spheres. All right, let's see it, man. I want to see how well God Vegeta can handle a Broly fight. All right, good. EX Super coming off of UI Goku, which is great. Now, basically with the full Realm of Gods team, God Vegeta is going to be everything he wants to be without the damage reduction up by 30% before attacking while in his Ultra Supervillain form, right? Because for that, he does need crossover characters in the same turn. Once we do transform, that stipulation basically goes away. Well, not goes away, but adds in the Realm of Gods category as an option. So that's going to be perfect because that's what the whole team is built around. So we are not worried about not hitting that, right? Now, the only thing we won't get, because we don't have any other crossover characters here, is we won't be able to see the nullifying negative effects for 6 turns that he does get when there's another crossover category ally in the same turn, which a fight like this would actually come in handy. Unlike the other fight that we did with the Diamond Vegeta, this fight is where that would come in handy because Bio Broly stuns on his super. So if you were to put God Vegeta, transformed God Vegeta, in front of Bio Broly's super, he takes it, he lives, he would not be stunned. And that's incredible. Now, we might not try that here because I don't know if he would survive. To be honest here, I don't know if he would survive here at 55%. But we also don't have any crossover characters on the team, so he wouldn't get that anyway. So even if he did survive, he just gets stunned. So we don't even want to try that. Okay, we're now on turn 4, so we can get Super Saiyan God Vegeta out now. So I think we're going to do that here. We can also use this boy's active as well. We give it in slot 1, he won't get hurt, but he will get stunned. So let's do his active now. That way he can do some damage here. And we'll probably just put UI Goku up front because he's going to dodge everything his first turn. Okay, let's do this. UI Goku can just grab whatever. I want you. It's not going to get you your full key. If we do this, can it drop the Fizz key spheres down for Vegeta? No, that messed that up. Okay, I might reset that actually, because I want him to get full 24 key. All right, let's go back to this. Let's get our boys kind of just back to exactly the way we wanted them before, and we will try to do something with this key here. See if we can find a way to get some of these Fizz key spheres down. Let's see what we can mess with. Let's do this. This is going to drop down the STR ones. So that'll be good for us there. Let's go ahead and let's use this active now. Do some damage again. We'll go ahead and we will transform into the God Vegeta as well. This is going to orb change, which I think that helps us out a little bit more. I think we can make that work. All right, what's the best way to do this to make sure the... Yeah, okay, that gives us 24 key, so that's fine. Even without the Fizz key series, we get 24 key for Evolution Blue in the back. Okay, we're not worried about UI Goku here because his first turn, he is guaranteed to dodge everything. So, yeah, nice try, Broly. We ain't scared of you up here, boy. All right, now with God Vegeta out, I want to see how well he does here. Now he's got full realm of gods all around him, so he should be performing pretty well. Now we could have tested his damage reduction. We could have put him up front, tested it out, but then he would just be stunned because you don't have that crossover character. So I don't want him stunned. I want him to actually do some damage here. Let's see what I say, 49. So nothing too crazy. A lot of it just has to do with links. Links, his partners, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, there we go. Let's say, can we get a crit there? Yeah, and then he just double digit takes Bio Broly's attacks, man. Fully built up Bio Broly. Even those normals will crush any mere mortal, any mere man. And God Vegeta just takes him, dude. Okay. Yeah, he's incredibly good. He's a lot better than what I thought he's gonna be as like a crossover character. He is definitely a Dokkan Fest LR. That is for damn sure. Yeah, dude, I've seen enough of him. I think he's great. Both forms, I think, perform really well. We just absolutely demolished Bio Broly with this team, and he performed phenomenally, I'll say. So we'll just pop these actives, Bio Broly be done, and that pretty much does it for this fight. We'll jump into like a random like Dokkan event or something like that so we can see his KO screen. But other than that, there's not much else to see from this guy. I like him a lot. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do is go ahead and transform with one of these boys here. We're going to see that KO screen, get it in the video, and that is pretty much going to be the last thing that we need to see from this LR Super Saiyan God Vegeta. I'm very impressed with him. I think he does very well. I really just want to see this KO screen. So let's go ahead and let's set it up. All he's got to do is just, yeah, we'll just pick this up and be totally fine. This is just a Dokkan event, so it's very simple, very quick. There it is, the KO screen. Man, dude, that's sick. And I love when the KO screen, the KO fades away to actually be able to see the rest of the picture here, and it looks so good, man. I love this character so much, so much. All right, so that was our first look here at the LR Super Saiyan God Vegeta Super or Ultra Super Villain at 55%. I think he performs very well. His animations are beautiful. His kit is actually really good. I think with more crossover characters, he would perform better, especially in his first like super villain form. But as long as you got the Realm of Gods around, something like that, like he is actually just really, really good. So we'll see how well he gets built up over the course of Celebration, but for right now, 55%, I think he is very good. So if you guys did stick around to this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know if you guys have tried out the Vegeta yet. Let me know if you guys did end up summoning for the Vegeta. How did that go? If you guys have tried him out, let me know how you're liking him. I think he's very cool, man. I think he's very, very cool. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.